Hey guys, Lizardlea here for Four Heavenly Beasts, day 89. So, not a ton of progress in day 88, but still better than nothing. I confused myself so badly the other day because instead of writing 87, I wrote 80. No, excuse me, instead of writing 88, I wrote 87. So I had day 87 on here twice. That's why the second 8 looks so dark. Because I was like, I didn't take a picture of day 87, or I did take a picture of day 87, but it doesn't look like this. What's going on? And I went to here and I was like, oh, because the one above it also says 87. Maybe I shouldn't be an idiot. So, 89. I actually didn't check my video if I said 88 or 87. I did recheck the time though, and it was 3 hours. And I said that at the end. Maybe I did check it and I just don't remember. It doesn't matter. I should go cross stitch.
Alright. So I have recorded so many more videos than I am up to date on. So David isn't joining today because he's not feeling well, but I need to do narration or I'm just going to keep falling further and further behind. And although it is absolutely nice to have a buffer, this is a big buffer. I don't need this big of a buffer. So I don't believe I really watched anything without David since the last time I did one on my own. Yeah. Everything on here, David and I have either both watched together or we've both read it. So I'd rather discuss it with him here because he has a significantly better memory than me. So that is actually one thing I can discuss. So if anyone has read The Reckoners by Brandon Sanderson, I loved that series. My mom recently read it because I got it for her for Mother's Day? Her birthday? I don't remember which one I got. It doesn't matter. She got them. So she read them. And I'm telling you, I thought there were 4. There are 3. Okay, I bought the books. I wrapped the books. And I still thought there were 4. So my mom was messaging me after she, got further in each of the books, telling me her thoughts and whatnot. And of course, she told me at the end of each book. And you guys, when she finished the first book, she was like, oh, such and such died. I didn't expect that. And I was like, oh my God, she read them out of order. She read book 4 when she should have read book 1. How do I tell her? So I went to DJ. And he was like, Liz, he dies in book 1. Also, it's a trilogy. There's only 3 books. And I read this series more recently than he did. That is how bad my memory is. That's why I shouldn't be trusted to review things on my own. 'Cause I don't remember anything. Okay, sorry. Got a little sidetracked, but that is absolutely a book series I would recommend. It's young adult, so it's appropriate, and it's just, let me see if I can do a good summary. In a world where a lot of people, okay, no, I guess it's not a lot of people, where some people kind of mutate, essentially, they get powers. So one of them is called Steelheart, and he's essentially an evil Batman. He can fly. I believe he has super strength. I think anything he touches turns to metal, or like his laser vision or something. Like, it's evil Superman. That's the easiest way to describe him, right? He has turned an entire city to steel. And so people don't mess with that city because it's Steelhearts and he's the evil Superman. You don't mess with evil Superman. He will kill you. So, of course, there's a group called the Reckoners, and they're the ones trying to defeat these bad guys with the superpowers. I'm not good at these summaries, you guys. If it sounds even remotely interesting, or if you've read anything by Brandon Sanderson and you've liked it, you will love this series, alright? I promise you, it's so good. Alright, so moving on. I have the random question generator again. So this question is, as I yawn, I've been reading, I'm talking too much. Do you ever sing when you're alone? What songs? I mean, yeah, I sing when I'm alone all the time, and it's a bunch of songs, like, just whatever I'm in the mood for. I will say right now I am listening over and over and over again to What It Sounds Like, Golden, and How It's Done from K-Pop Demon Hunters. I don't sing to them quite as much because I'm still kind of learning the lyrics and whatnot. The other one is Cheekbones by Arrows in Action. I only got this song like 4 days ago, maybe 5. I've already listened to it 42 times. I am that horrible person that when I find a song and I really like it, I will listen to it over and over and over and over again. Constantly. But yeah, I mean, I sing all kinds of songs. I feel like one of the reoccurring ones that comes up a lot is The Devil Went Down to Georgia by Charlie Daniels Band. I really like that one. It's really good. Okay, we're just going to move on. If you had to change your name, what would you change it to? I already did when I got married. And that is my business. Have you ever saved someone's life? I mean, I've had a lot of friends tell me they have depression, and I do my best to help with that. I don't think I can claim that I saved their lives because I helped where I could. So, I've never had to do the Heimlich maneuver. No, I don't think I have. So, I mean, I've saved my own life. I've been choking before, and I've managed to, stop myself from choking. What's your favorite piece of clothing you own? Oh, it's almost certainly that blue, black, and white shirt I have with the floral patterns on it. So pretty. I mean, I wear it like every week. Not only is it really pretty, it's also really comfortable. The other one would be my white shirt that's really oversized. Like, it falls off of one shoulder and it has a tiger on it. Love that one. Excuse me, I can read. Who are some of your heroes? I mean, my mom, she has always been, the constant in my life as a military brat. You need that. But she's just, she's always been there for me. I never feel lonely when I'm talking to her, be that in person or on, Facebook Messenger or texting, what have you, any of that. So, yeah. I can't think of, other people I consider my hero. Like, I don't know. I know there are, firefighters and doctors and police officers and all these who have saved people's lives, and they are heroes. But I don't know if I can call them my heroes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know their names, so I can't specifically pick someone. Favorite city? I mean, I know for the longest time I said I would never live here, but Las Vegas is pretty nice. Like, yes, it is abysmally hot year-round. Like, just disgustingly, disturbingly hot. But we have a huge, wide range of people. And with that, we have a huge, wide range of foods. And now that I'm with David, I've finally opened my horizons. And yes, I am absolutely still a picky eater. But I've taken my chances on trying new things. And I have officially found a place where they have only spicy ramen. And I eat it. I cry a little, but I love it. So, yeah, like, I am a morning person, so almost always everything is open when I want something, be it shopping or food, what have you. But it is pretty nice to know that, if something were to happen at 2 a.m. or whatever, things will be open somewhere. Maybe not everything, but something will be open. It's nice. It's convenient. And as David always likes to say, it's a very gridded city. Once you learn a couple roads, it's really easy to figure out what ones are parallel, what ones are perpendicular, and just get your way around. So, yeah. What's the story behind one of your scars? I think that's one of the questions I got last time, and I discussed the one on my elbow. That's the most interesting one. I guess the other one... Oh, there it is. Okay. My left knee. I don't even know if you can necessarily say it looks like a scar. But, obviously you guys have seen my videos. I'm really, 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 really pale. There's a section on my knee that is even paler because it's just scarred over skin. I only have vague memories of this, so I'm sure my story has changed over the years, but I was in preschool, kindergarten, like I was a baby, all right? I was a little child. I was flying kite, and we were in a cul-de-sac. I believe we were at the lower end, almost, like, I can't call it a hill, but there was an incline. So I ran away from the house, which was up the hill. And then I turned around and I came back. And I tripped. I landed on my left knee. Gosh, what was it? My right hip and my right elbow? I don't remember exactly. Like, I know it was definitely my left knee because I can see it. And I remember it was the opposite elbow from the knee I hurt. So that would have to be my right elbow. But I feel like it was like a 3-point thing. I got my knee, something else, and then my elbow. Heck, it could have been my knee, my elbow, and then my hand. I don't know. But the knee is the worst because the full weight of all of this when I was just a baby all went onto just my knee. So, of course, I sobbed and I cried. And my mom tried to help me clean it, and I just sobbed and cried and made it worse and, wouldn't let her do anything to it because it hurt so bad. And I distinctly remember at one point it had completely scabbed over, and my mom was like, "That doesn't look good, Liz. Like, you need to just sit here." And she was talking to me. I don't remember if she counted or if she just ripped the scab off. But you guys, when I tell you that it was green and like kind of bubbly, it was nasty. And it was like a yellow green, like it was infected. Obviously, I didn't know how to clean it, and I wasn't allowing my mom to do so. And so she fully cleaned it. But yeah, it was about an inch, a little less than an inch. It's pretty big. So it was a big scab she had to rip off. So, yeah. I'm not huge on flying kites for some reason. Okay, I've already done this one. What is something you can never seem to finish? I'm pretty sure I did that last time. Unpopular opinion. What languages do you speak? Okay. Would you rather be stuck on a broken ski lift or a broken elevator? Based on what I've seen in movies, I would 100% say broken elevator. Especially because my understanding of elevators is like, there are so many cords and belts and all of these other things involved with an elevator that it is never going to just fall down, like you see in scary movies and whatnot, or just scary scenes in movies. It will never happen. The backup cords have backups and whatnot. But I don't know if you could actually do this, like attempt to pull the doors open so you can climb out either onto the level above or the level below, whatever. I would go to the one below personally, but you do you. And I'm not claustrophobic, so I wouldn't be scared of being in that small space. I think my main thing would just be like the air would get stale and hot and it'd be gross, but whatever. Versus a broken ski lift. Okay, my assumption, I don't remember what the movie was called, and I don't remember if I actually watched the movie or if I watched someone discuss it and spoil it. But these 3 people get onto the ski lift, and if it's, I don't know, we'll go with 1 mile, all right? They get to the half-mile part, and they're over a forest, so it is a really, really long fall if you were to jump off. And it all just shuts off. And they realize they're going to be there for like 3 days because it's a holiday weekend or something. And of course, it gets to below freezing temperatures because ski lodge, you got to have snow. And if memory serves, it doesn't end well for anybody. But I'm not scared of heights. But unless people are there and paying attention, I am going to be stuck there. And I don't think there's a way to even try to get myself out. Versus an elevator, there are emergency buttons. If I'm assuming I'm in like an office building, I should have cellular data to some extent in order to, like call 911. Ski lodge, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, did I not click it? Oh, pizzas or tacos. I'm still saying pizzas. That's the same song. Okay, I think... If you lost all of your possessions but one, what would you want it to be? Does my husband count as a possession? If he does, I'm picking him. If he does not, if it has to be an object... Okay, so if I'm going the money route, I'd pick the house or my car. Like everything else can essentially be replaced. If I'm going the sentimental route, currently it would be... Ooh, I almost said 4 Heavenly Beasts, but I think it would be the Pokemon cross-stitch. I haven't finished 4 Heavenly Beasts yet, but I finished the Pokemon one. I don't know if that makes that better or worse. I don't know. Do my cross stitches count as one possession? Because then I'll just take all of those. And I'm covered. Okay. Alright, yeah, it's literally just cycling through the same questions. This is a terrible random question generator. The ultimate list of 165 random questions. Okay. 1. Spark curiosity. Or, oh, is this to get me to come up with good questions? Okay. Oh, okay. I think this is a breakdown of it. Okay. Well, we already did. If you could have any superpower, what would it be in a previous video? I think. What would my superpower be? Now that I'm back in this moment and we've already talked about how crappy my memory is. Teleportation would be really sweet. Mind reading would be sweet. Oh, you know what? I'd want to be able to duplicate myself as many times as I desire. So, like, okay, if we have to put a limit on it, I'll be able to duplicate myself once. So, if I'm Liz A and my copy is Liz B, today I did my job working from home. Liz A worked. Liz B could have cross-stitched. And then, okay. I think I'll remember this and I'll continue. But then the next day, Liz A, would cross-stitch and Liz B would work. So, but now, the question I was going to ask is, I'm assuming I wouldn't be able to just leave the two of us split forever. So it'd be like, 8 hours, and then we come together. Do I get the memories of both Liz's? Like, if I'm the original and I'm the one who had to work today, and the other one got to cross-stitch and listen to a book, presumably, does Liz A, when we combine, do I remember doing my work and remember what happened in the book? Or do we have to, like, just remain separate, and then the next day when I switch off, I listen to where I left off previously, and then I could discuss the book with myself and tell myself what work I got done so I don't repeat it. Ooh. Interesting. It's an interesting thought. I will say, as interesting as the show Severance is, I could never... Like, it's still me in there, I don't want to torture somebody else, but I also don't want to torture myself. I don't want to have a reality where literally the only thing I know and do is work. Like, that's horrible. 2, what's your go-to karaoke song? I don't do karaoke, so none. 3, if you were an animal, which one would you be? Honestly, a house cat, owned by someone who loves cats and takes care of me and spoils me. That just sounds perfect.
And that is the end of 4 Heavenly Beasts, Day 89. I got 2 hours and 37 minutes of footage. I've got a migraine coming on. I don't want to push myself and make it worse. I want to enjoy my weekend while I still can. If I still can. So yeah. I'm filling out more of it. Yay. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add, so like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next video.